Welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host, Jerry Wald, and stroke survivor as well. I hope you guys are all doing good. Um, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, gaming community. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Let's Talk Stroke, please do. That'd be great. I'm trying to reach to a thousand. So anyway, hope you guys are all doing well. And my guest is, we're having a little, we were chatting all this morning, and there may be a little technical difficulty. But anyway, I am your host. And also, for those of you that are new here, I started doing this show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, really brain injury in a nutshell. So also to provide a platform for all survivors to share their journeys, to show what they're going through compared to what we're going through as stroke or brain injury survivors. Um, Also bringing on therapists and also bringing on experts in brain health to share their knowledge for us. But this morning, I have on Christina Alvarez, and she had 3 strokes. So please ask questions, make comments, and let's get involved. And so we can support Christina. So she should be on just shortly here. So she's working on it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this show started. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. All right. Good morning, guys. How are you? Good morning, Bo. How are you? Hope everything's going good out there. Brooke, nice to see you. And Nancy, good to see you as well. And Salud, aloha. I'm just going to wait a few minutes before I bring on Christina. Just waiting for her to get back on. Some kind of technical difficulty she has. But Cheryl, good morning. Jenny, Andy, nice to see you guys. I'm glad you guys are here. I hope all y'all are doing good. I know Marina can't be here, but today is her, I think, the 7-year celebration of life. So, yeah, say hello to each of you. And again, Let's Talk Stroke is my YouTube channel, so please subscribe if you haven't. So, but yeah, so I don't know how some of you please let us know where you're from, and it'd be great. And so me, just outside of Austin, Texas, in a small little town called New Braunfels, Texas. And but anyway, good morning, Christy, and good morning, Kimberly. Hope you guys are doing good. And trying to get my guest back on to the show. She's 7 years old. Yeah, so just trying to get her back on. She had a little difficulty when I lost her here this morning. So Heather, nice to see you. Oh no, I think it's someone else here. Heather, good to see you again. So yeah, Bo, gosh, this stuff out there in Ukraine. You're right. Um, Guess Jay. One south of Houston. Yes, that's right. Okay, yeah, and I'm not too. You probably know where I'm from here, or where my little town is, a little German town. Um, but yeah, so please ask questions and make comments. And again, Let's Talk Stroke is the YouTube channel, so please uh, um, subscribe to that, and that would be great to see you out there. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I haven't done that yet, so just trying. There it is right there. See it? Let's Talk Stroke up there somewhere. But yeah, Christina had 3 strokes, and we're definitely uh, working on her to get back on here. I see some of you guys, Russell, some of you that are on my personal page there, and just want to say hello, and hello, Tammy and Lynn, and Lori and Russell, nice to see you. Let's see if I see anybody else here. Virginia, nice to see you. Feel free to, and oh boy, look at this. Charlene, nice to see you. Let me think. Guess where Yvonne is from. I don't know why, but Andy, yes, Scotland, nice to see you. And Athens, Greece, good to see you. Let's just see. I'm trying to see if you can get this going here. Have a little difficulty, but anyway, today I start March 1st, and it is. I don't know if you guys know, it's a brain injury um, month, and I put something on mine just on my page. So I'm not sure if you can hear me, Christina, because can't see you that you logged on yet. So keep trying, and we'll work on that. I'm trying to help you out here, and someone here, Michelle, nice to see you. George, nice to see you. I know you guys, you're on my personal page here, but if you go to even YouTube, um, go to YouTube, Let's Talk Stroke, then you can jump on. I can't. The only way I can see your comments is on my I'm on my phone. My phone. That's I see it. But and Mike, nice to see you. Happy St. David's up. Okay, I think we're good here. So I'm gonna bring on Christina. So here we go. There we go. It worked. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Jenny, nice to see you. Today, wow, look at this. This is good. I don't know if you can hear me, Christina. Yeah, I can't. I can. Let's see. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So I don't know if you have to log back on, um, but yes, there is Christina Alvarez, but we don't have any sound for her. So let's there we go. I think she's gonna work on it again. Thank you, Bo, for saying that. I appreciate it. And that's a big word there you're trying for me to say. Meteorological spring day it is. Wow. Well, we have some great weather here. It's pretty awesome. Um, Pretty cool. So I'm going to see if I can see some of you guys here. George, I see you there, George and Noel. I see you're watching. But if you go to the YouTube Let's Talk Stroke, and by the way, subscribe and hit that bell, the notification, and then you can actually get on there, and then you can make comments. Because the only way I can see you on my personal page is me looking at my phone, which is right here, everyone, right here. See my phone, and you can see all my comments. See, they're coming up. But so let's see who's there. I see you guys. It's kind of funny that we are Jenny. Let's see. It was 30 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. Wow. It was a little over 30. We're supposed to be in the 80s today, or high 70s today. So we're back into the good weather. But let's see what I could ask you guys. Do you ever feel like sorted, Jerry, Mike? What's going on? That when you are alone and you're alone, how does that feel? That there you go, George. Nice to see you. There we go. Get tested, Mike. No, but do you ever feel when you're alone that you start thinking of kind of negative thoughts? Hopefully you don't. So I mean, stroke survivors, even non-stroke survivors, brain injury survivors, um, have some. It's kind of crazy what we go through. My big saying here. Good morning, Tammy. Nice to see you there. Is stroke is not for the weak. I mean, maybe I should just change it to brain injury is not for the weak. Good morning, Christy. Yeah, I'm both feeling dizzy, right? But all right now. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Christy, you do feel like that too. And Mike, I know that definitely. but I think it's what we do is we do that just because, well, for me, I do that just because I'm thinking of other things that I should not be thinking about. Um, Salute, good for you. Oh, Salute, subscribe to um, my YouTube channel. Let's talk stroke. I keep saying that, but I'm trying to hit a milestone for me. You know. Good morning, Brooke. Again, nice to see you. And I'll reach out to somebody that we talked about this morning, Brooke, and just give her some. Oh, I gave it away. Give her for some positive vibes. Okay, here's another question. I've got a question that when I'm talking, to some Mark, nice to see you. When I'm talking to somebody, and I can feel I can feel it coming on that it's not going to come out right. It won't come out right. True, but see, I get distracted with all this. But when I'm talking to somebody, like I was talking to one of my grandkids, and talking about I was asking questions, and I could feel it was going south, not going to go in the right direction. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but it happened to me, and I have to stop what I'm saying, and then thank you, salute. Then excuse me, then I have to stop and say it under my breath first. I have to say it, and then I try to say it again. It comes out perfectly, but that happens to me a lot. And some people say, "Oh, you don't have say you have a crazy injury." So I don't know if that happens to you guys when you have that. Um, I'm glad, Nancy. Sorry, I didn't want to say, "Oh, I'm glad that it happens to you." Not, I don't mean it that way, but it happens to me really all the time. And sometimes I just don't want to say I don't want to say what I was going to say. There's a couple of things. I'm just like divulging my little issues. Jeff and Rhonda, I see you guys out there. Thank you for getting in here. It happens to you, Nancy. Yeah, it's a tough thing. I know I was going to say something else about that. You started waffling, rambling. Yeah, Andy, I'm aware it's happening, but I'm unable to stop until my wife kicks me. You know what? It's so funny because Salute, I know it happens to you. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's funny. Everybody in the I won't say community, but everybody out there, we go through this all the time. I mean, even well, okay, so you are a brain injury survivor as well. I know we've talked about it many times. Do it quite a bit. I talk fine with my brother. I'm looking at Christy, your message, and you feel stupid times, but God will get through it. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I can actually feel or see them kind of look at me a little differently than just any other people. Um, and it really, I'm at a point where, you know what, whatever, it is what it is, and I just deal with it. But Brooke, yeah, I see you. That is that's what I do. I say, if some of you don't see the comments, Brooke is saying that is a good idea. Say the words in my head before I say it, and sometimes use my fingers to sound out the syllables. The syllables. Syllables. Yeah, so it's just crazy. But that's what I've been doing lately, is because I notice myself just saying things that don't make sense, but I think we all know know what we want to say, and but it just comes out really wrong. And I notice it after the fact, but I can hear it happening when I'm starting to talk to whoever I'm talking to, and it really is kind of messed up. So that's what I've been doing, Brooke, is saying it in my head and then saying it. Otherwise, I will forget what I was saying, and that happens a lot. Um, People understand mostly, yeah, but people that don't have a brain injury, do they understand? That's the thing. I'm not 100. I don't think so. Some people do, but what I found out is I have to do that that's pretty much all the time now. And I just really recently figured it out on for myself to just say it under my breath first, think about it and say it. Then I go back to then I open my mouth and say it. Um, then sometimes it doesn't make sense. Good morning, Chandra. You're on my personal page, so I can't see you on the comments. I can see you on my phone. So if you go to my YouTube channel, Let's Talk Stroke, and subscribe, then hit that little notification button so you know when I'm going live. I like reading the comments here too. So when you're tired, when you're tired, you struggle for the words, and some people start finishing my sentences for me. I ask them. I ask if they're in a hurry. For me, that's kind of funny, really. For the longer time, I had to think of what to go and say. Yvonne, yeah, that's absolutely, and you're right, Salute. I do when I get tired. But you know what? When you interview somebody that has some serious aphasia, I was always taught to, when I'm interviewing somebody, to make sure you don't finish their sentence. Give them time to finish it, because that's what you have to do, is let them work it out. I mean, if it takes 3-4 times, then feel free to throw that in there. Good morning, Paul. Nancy, it's hard sometimes to make people understand what you are meaning and say. You know what? And that happens all the time for me. So yeah, that's my little trick, is to say it. If I feel myself not saying it correctly, it comes out kind of really messed up. The words are not in the right order. Then I say it under my breath or in my head, and then it works. Let me give it a try here for Christina. Let's see. Yeah, give me a chance. Here we go. Christina.
I finally got it to work. Can you close that, please?
Awesome.
Can you close that? There's a glare. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. I've been. I don't know if you've been watching. I've been doing the talking to everybody out there. So you can hear me good. Look, so Christina, I'm so glad to see you again.
Sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
No worries, no worries. So Christina, let's maybe jump right into it. Who was Christina before your strokes, plural? There we go. I
Yes.
don't know if you can see the comments. Everybody's saying hello to you.
Hello. I
So
had technically one VAD or CAD cervical dissection. The main artery and the road that goes to the brain. So
right,
blood in, I have cerabellum, and I had 2 clots. I don't know if that's 3 strokes or 1. I have no idea.
right,
Some people say it's 3, some people say it's 1. One really bad stroke, but
right, right. And this is in 2019.
yeah,
And
December of
yeah,
2019.
okay. Now who was Christina before your stroke?
I was an HR director at CZOSA
Wow,
in Kansas. They make guns, so so. And
wow,
then before that, I worked at Black and Beach
wow, wow,
doing HR stuff too. Black Beach for 11 years.
wow.
So
Good for you. And then what happened? How did you? Was it at work? Your stroke? Did you
I
feel
went to work
something?
and I came home and I collapsed in the bathroom because I had a
Right?
headache the week for almost a week for 5 days. I had
Yeah.
a really bad headache. And I was getting dizzy, but I thought it was just a headache.
Right?
So I tried acupuncture and getting adjustment. I tried everything, and I tried oils and ibuprofen. And I collapsed. I started throwing up. I was like, oh no. I still thought
Wow.
it was a bad headache.
Right.
And then my husband took me to the hospital, and that's how we found out. And they had to transfer me to a different hospital
Right.
that like dealt with that stuff, or those drugs. They did the surgeries right away to stop the bleeding. And then a week later, I had the clots.
Oh, okay. You had clots, 2 clots after
Yeah,
a
I had
week
two
later.
clots,
Wow.
but
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
pretty normal with the dissection, I guess.
Right. Right. So,
So I'm like, I don't even know what to consider 3 or 1 bad one,
right. Well,
but
a stroke.
I lived through it.
Yeah. You got through it, and you went to therapy. How long were you in the hospital?
Um, like 6 months,
6 months. Okay.
so a long time. Then I came home. Then I went to an inpatient hospital for a while, for a month. And then my insurance, I need to break because of my insurance. Then I started backup therapy. Then I had to wait 2 years for Medicare. That's gonna be this summer,
Right.
June 1st for Medicare to get more therapy.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
this is so expensive and so slow.
Oh, absolutely. Like I say, I told you earlier, and I tell everybody who stroke is not for the weak.
Right.
Right. Exactly. We have. Uh, I don't know if you can see the comments.
What?
I don't know if you can see the comments at all out there.
No.
It's okay if you can. I can read some of them. My people from Scotland. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Oh, back on. Here we go. That's quick. Um, yeah.
Start to touch a thing.
Yeah. No, it's totally understand what that is. Let's see. I'm looking at some of the comments here. You have to repeat because some people might not have been on. Um, yeah, there's a lot of people from all over the world right now watching, and I appreciate you guys being here, asking questions, making comments. Um, I know there's a lot of people. Bo here from Norway. It was in the cerebellum.
Yes. So I have no balance, no dexterity, and um, my equilibrium is really off.
Right, right.
So
Exactly.
yeah. So and my swallow's messed up too.
You're
So
swallowing,
right, I can't swallow it. I'm working
right?
on that.
So you're
That's
in
why
a
I'm going to speech therapy
right, right. Now, right.
because
Are
I'm
you
working on that too.
so you're doing it
So I've been
all?
eating since this happened because that flap in my throat is paralyzed.
Right. So you're on a feeding tube.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Um, um, yeah, I don't think right. So you're another question says because we talked this morning about this because it's I think we all in the brain injury community um, go through this. Someone that you're doing amazing, Mike is saying, and also asking, how's your mental health? And we talked about this morning. Whoops, a little freezing there. But yeah, we talked about it this morning, and that's a battle I think for everybody. Yeah, but yeah, so because Christina's in a wheelchair, and but poor balance. I think not for, and that's different for everybody, but for me, it's quite challenging. But and I can see other people. Yeah, Chandra, you may want to get onto my YouTube channel, and you can be chatting you're chatting on my phone. I think no one can see that, but Frank and Francis, nice to see you. Yeah, so your balance is off, and you're in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So there was a question: how are you doing with the mental challenges of us that we're doing? That's
It's
a
getting
tough
better,
one.
but it sucks.
Yeah,
I
I
don't really know a better way to put it. I
exactly.
mean, it's crazy. Some
Right.
days are better than others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I don't know if there's some other comments, but we can go. So so we don't really know what caused your stroke.
No, they did a bunch of tests. I know they don't know. And they're heart monitoring because they're checking my heart to make sure everything is good with my heart.
Right. Right. And
And so far, I haven't had any issues with that.
right. Yes. Exactly. And I often let's see. So, but so you are 2000 December 2019 is when you had your stroke,
Yes,
and your warning signs were just headaches, not just
yes.
headaches, but
So, not really. I never even thought it was a stroke or anything. Nobody in my family thought it was a stroke.
right, right. Yeah, you're right. Tammy out here saying, yes, stroke sucks. Like you said, what else can you say?
Yeah, I know. I know. It's hard to describe to people,
Right, exactly.
but I guess we don't have any other choice now, right?
Yeah, right, right. Do you so you're going to therapy now?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm doing physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech. I was trying to think if I did another one. I do so many groups, so
Yeah.
um, I do the FES bike,
What's that?
the FES bike.
Yeah, yeah, and
I do that too, but that's technically it's under physical therapy.
right. Yeah, exactly. Has let's see, has is your recovery now? I mean, but you're doing a lot a lot better than when obviously
Yes.
in the beginning. And like you said, we all know it's a slow process.
It's slow. I'm making slow improvements, so I'm not going backwards. That's good.
That's a very good thing. Exactly. Um, we are alive. That's right, Mike. But like Yvonne is from Athens, Greece, and she said she was. Oh, I just missed that comment here, but I'll have to find it here. Um, she said, sorry, look at me here. I'm looking for this. Yeah, it's uh, it's the early days of your stroke, so it's we celebrate those little improvements, every day.
Yeah, I think that's hard too, but yeah.
How'd your family take it when what happened there?
Um, they're still here, but I think they're like still shocked. I think they're trying to figure out how to communicate with me
Right?
because obviously it's new to them still.
Sure.
And as I progress, they have to learn all the new styles too.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And parenting like a preteen like this is hard because she always thinks I'm like no, I don't have influx the same way.
Right. Right. And you have kids?
Yeah, one daughter and she's 10. So when I'm mad at her, it's not the same as when I'm happy.
Yeah.
But and she's like, "You're so mean." I'm like, well, I don't know any other way to be.
So yeah, it's tough on the little ones. Um,
Yeah,
your daughter, she's 10 right now.
yeah.
So wow. So how did she take? She's probably so confused when she had when you had your stroke. Like what was going on?
Um, well, she found me in the bathroom, so I think she's traumatized. But from that, um, I think she's done really well. She didn't go to therapy. I think she could have, no,
Yeah.
or
How did
should have.
she? I'm looking at something. Dalton, nice to see you here. What did you? Now she called 911. Oh no,
No, she got my husband, and my husband took me to the ER first.
right,
So, because I didn't know anything else to do. My husband was drinking with his friend. I was
right.
trying not to disrupt him.
Wow, wow. Yeah, it's another one. Yeah, people don't understand the mood swings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's so what else that didn't recover on your stroke? I mean, there's a lot of moving parts to a brain injury.
Um, like every day I have to like speech reading out loud, and I get on the floor and I crawl around on the floor on my hands and knees.
Do you?
Yeah, because that's supposed to be good for my balance.
Right.
And I put weight on one leg, and I switch to the other leg.
Oh, good for you. So you're working on this.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll be out of the wheelchair in no time.
I hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing how many places aren't wheelchair accessible,
Right, exactly.
and it's so hard to get around. I'm
Right.
still not driving,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, because you're not driving,
no,
obviously. Yeah, so you gotta rely on everybody else. But
yeah,
you said you don't want to rely on anybody.
right. That's really hard to relying on other people,
Yeah.
but I guess when you have a stroke, you have to. You don't have a choice.
Right, right. Do you have?
You have to hope that people will do stuff for you.
Sure, sure. Um, there's Nancy here says, do you have use both hands?
Yes,
Do
well, I
you?
do, but I'm so slow. My left side was affected more than my right,
Right?
so my left side, I have like it shakes a lot. They said it was ataxia
Yeah, yeah.
on my left side. I mean, it's
Right,
gotten better, but it happens whenever I don't expect it.
right, right. Were you dominant left side?
No, I'm
Oh, good.
dominant. My dominant side is my right. That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
But but I mean, I do stuff with my left hand without even thinking about it.
Right?
And then, what's weird is my left side is stronger, but not
Right?
coordinated as well. Coordinated is my right side is coordinated, but not as strong.
Yeah. Yeah. There's, and you can go through later. There's so many. Tom says kudos to you, but he also says, wow, he sustained a traumatic brain TBI in a car accident back in high school. We all related the struggles, and ma'am, and your story just blows me away. Because they're all different. All these stories, mine, yours, um,
Yeah,
you know, a lot of people like Salute says Tom, her husband, who came, their PT came to their house, um,
yeah,
crawling on the floor too. Wow, it's amazing. So is that part of your therapy to crawl on the floor and do that?
yeah. Um, and PT came a couple times to my house. They're like, we can't even help you. I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. Wow.
It was during COVID, so they're like, we can't do what you need. We don't have what you need.
Right. Exactly. Well,
But
yeah. Now,
yeah,
what are you gonna? Now you're just gonna start pool therapy.
yeah. Like after Medicare, because they closed the pool down because there was a like COVID came back, so they
Right.
closed the pool. So
Yeah.
I think they're gonna reopen it.
Right. Good for you. That's So what are you doing as far as oh boy. So you don't know what caused your stroke. That's some of the people that are just
So
getting on.
they
So
checked everything. They ran all those tests and they don't know what caused it.
hmm, interesting.
So I don't even know how to prevent future ones.
Yeah. And you don't have any seizures.
No,
Hmm.
so that's
But,
kind of weird too.
but some people just don't have them. That's good. But you're on like meds for
Yes,
seizures
a
for all
lot of
that,
meds,
right?
but because they just give me everything, they're like, we don't know.
Right, right.
I have a fancy pill organizer to organize all my pills.
Yeah, and that's enough to keep track of all that.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
How many?
yeah, definitely, definitely. Do you so if you don't mind, do you know what the meds are that you
Um,
take?
I take one for what I took one for seizures, one for blood pressure, one for cholesterol,
Right,
and one for my mucus.
right.
Um, and an anticoagulant, and it's mixed with a bunch of stuff.
Just trying to
So,
keep track, right? Trying to
and then
keep
I take obviously a multivitamin, and I'm iron deficient, so I take iron every day.
right,
And like I had stuff wrong with my thyroid, so I take a thyroid medicine every day.
right.
Um,
Absolutely.
so I was thinking there's another one. Well, it's for my moods, but it's like if I'm really bad.
Right, right,
So thankfully I don't take the whole time now. I take
right.
the whole time before the beginning.
Yeah.
But
No. Yeah. No, I agree.
are you still taking your meds?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got my pill box with a ton of stuff on there because I have seizures, so I have to. I'm on a lot of different stuff. But sometimes you have those breakthrough seizures, and it's like little lightning bolts, and all of a sudden one goes through, and I start, you know, you're having a seizure, But here, um, Tom is making a comment here, but Tom, if you got here late, um, um, Christina, actually, you went and had some acupuncture because you were having headaches or before the stroke. Oh, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but anyway, very good. I'm looking at Dalton too.
Like
Dalton, if you want
I
to get
like
on YouTube,
acupuncture a lot.
yeah, yeah, you had because there was a comment here from Tom says he said a suggestion if I may. I forgot it went by, but he does acupuncture. But you had acupuncture before your stroke,
Yes. Because I thought I was just headache, I was like, oh, that'll help.
right?
They did they checked out to see what I needed or what I did.
Right. But that didn't do anything,
No. I mean, it didn't stop me from having a stroke.
right? Good
I'm so
morning,
scared to do anything now because I don't even know what'll happen.
right? But so
But
you may had that's really your warning signs that you had a week before,
yeah, so we couldn't do anything at all.
right? And you said did went to a car. Good morning, Laura. Heather, I don't know if I missed you there. And Lynette, nice to see you. But so the acupuncture, you you went a week before. That's when you started having headaches.
Well, I started having headaches and I had it with acupuncture to see if that would help.
Yep, and
And then
nothing,
I had the adjustment done because I
right?
thought that would help, but it didn't
Wow.
either.
That didn't help either. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of people out here saying hello to you, and so some people say they love, like Heather saying she loves acupuncture. Never had. I never had it.
It's so relaxing.
Wow.
I think, anyways.
Do you still do it?
No, but when I did it was so relaxing.
Right.
But
Interesting.
I found out about it or looked into it because
Right.
my dog couldn't take any medicine. So I did acupuncture for my dog. And I was hooked.
Really?
So yeah.
Wow. And you don't drive. You can't drive.
No, I can't drive. Um, my reflexes are too slow to drive.
Right.
And then they're looking at adaptable stuff, but they're like, well, if you can't carry a wheelchair or your walker or anything, you can't drive anyways.
Interesting. There's a lot of adaptable things that'll help out. You know, a lot of people
Yeah.
that paralyzed from the waist down, they're driving.
I know, but they said, yeah, but they said something about carry my walker, my wheelchair or anything.
Right.
I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So did you ever get Botox?
I've had it once. They did it on my throat, but they haven't even brought it up again. So I'm like, I don't know if I get it again or what.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, because I know Botox is good for the spasticity. For the arm and the leg because your left side affected. Um, but so do you work on Do you work on in therapy walking as well?
Yes.
You do. Okay.
They put a gay belt on me,
Hmm.
and there's a gay, I don't know what's called, a big gay belt on wheels.
Right. Yeah.
So I practice with that, but
Oh.
I'm so uncoordinated. Oh my gosh, my physical therapist like you fishtail too much.
Oh, they say you talk too much,
I fishtail too much.
but that's
She
a good
probably
thing.
tunes me out when I talk,
Right. Wow. Yeah.
but
Wow. And Laura's here saying that, yeah, there are so many improvements in technology to help others with physical limitations. Yeah, it's just getting better and better, but still, you know. Um, yeah. Let's see. For those of you that are not, or just on my personal page watching, I can only see your comments because you're not on the YouTube channel. But so um, So what else other things that you're doing? I mean, during COVID, which is going on, how did that affect you during the last 2 years?
oh my gosh, nobody came over, so I didn't practice walking. I started therapy very much. I'm gonna go up the stairs every day or every other day to take a shower. Or no, I sit in the shower, take a shower, and I shave my legs. I absolutely like dexterity and stuff. Um, I do water night chips to help my swallow.
Right?
I color a lot. Um, oh yeah, I tie a lot. Time like practice tying. So a lot of things. I'm surprised I wouldn't. I'm doing them, but
Yeah. You said
really,
you're. Oh,
what?
go ahead. No, you said you're tying. You're working on tying things
You know,
with both
I'm
hands.
practicing that.
Wow, good for you.
It takes me longer to tie my shoes than anything, but I'm like, well, if I have to, I have to.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's part of the stroke life, the brain injury life.
Yeah, like I do really remedial stuff. Like I say kindergarten, but it's really younger than kindergarten.
Right. Very true. Um, so are you using when you're tying? Are you using both hands?
I'm trying to.
Good for you. That
So,
yeah, that's good for you because that's a tough thing for a lot of people that had a stroke. You know, as you know, one side is weaker than the other. So when I was in therapy, I had one of my therapists only had one arm. So talked to me, showed me how to tie my shoes with one hand, and I made a video of that on my page. But but I don't want to give you any because I'm supposed to use two hands, you know, to tie. We all of our to tie and take time. I understand, um, but good for you that you're doing that. Can you see the comments?
sorry,
Oh no.
I didn't hear the last thing you said.
Oh, I just wondered because I didn't know if you're looking at some of the comments or yes,
What?
yes. One of Jerry's yeah. Practice makes progress. I'm looking at some of these comments, and you'll be able to go back if you can't see them now. But so right now, is your husband going back and forth? He's the sole caregiver? And how's your daughter doing? Is she going to school and all
He's
that?
going to school. They removed the mask requirement, like I think a week ago. But yeah, it's
Right,
kind of weird because our gets sick easy now.
right.
So we have to watch the germs. And stuff like allergies and colds affect me differently than they used to.
Yeah, yeah. You said the
Everything's
cold.
so sensitive now.
Yeah, everything's adjusted. And there's so many. And I'm looking at some of the comments. Heather, yeah, I was going to reach out to you. I see that 1 year ago you had your stroke. Um, my biggest focus now is getting my left arm and hand back functioning again. Yeah, it takes time. And also Lynette saying, which Lynette, we talked about this a little earlier, because she's asking you, Christina, is eating or swallowing affected?
Yes, it was really affected. I had to drink. I don't know if you can see the scar.
Yes, there it is. We can see it right here,
They like it took them almost a year to remove my trach,
right?
but they removed it, so that's good.
Yeah, that's
Um, because they're worried about me breathing and stuff, but I'm breathing and
yeah,
not any oxygen now at all.
yeah. That's a great thing,
So that's
and that's
good.
it. And you're using a feeding tube.
Yes, that's kind of weird.
No, that's like again, stroke is not for the weak.
That's a whole new world too.
Yeah, things have changed. Yes, it is great that the swallowing and the eating is getting better. I mean, no more trach.
It's so slow though.
Right.
I'm ready to eat food, but
So let me ask you, what would you tell somebody that when they have their stroke, um, and they're going through what you're going through, what a lot of people are going through with a brain injury? What would you tell somebody that's going through that, that is in the
um,
emotional time of this?
I guess be patient. Be really patient. And the other thing, just going to therapy isn't enough. You have to home therapy too,
Right?
like every day, really.
Yeah,
And everything's a therapy, really. Some kind of
absolutely.
therapy. And you have to do it over and over again. Just 1 or 2 times isn't enough.
True.
Nothing's fun.
Yeah, but you're working on it. You're improving, which is a good thing. Oh, maybe a little frozen there. Um, yeah, so I think a little frozen there. So anyway, but you guys, yeah, I see you there. I see you guys out there. And Pat, nice to see you out there. Appreciate it. And again, get on YouTube, get on Let's Talk Stroke, and subscribe. So yeah, but you're making improvements. Things are, people like here I always say, people that see me every day, I don't know if they see the improvements, but if people haven't seen you in like say a year or so, they can see the improvement.
Thank you. I'm so
Absolutely.
excited. So anybody can reach out to me too.
Okay,
But
perfect. So you all heard that, you guys that are out here, feel free to reach out. Well, that's
and
awesome.
I do like to talk a lot, so beware.
Yeah, you never stop. How about that? No, that's great. Hey, you're talking. That's a great thing. And there was a commentary. Your speech is wonderful.
Yeah. I think we joked about it because I couldn't talk for so long because I had all those tubes in me.
Right.
So I'm trying to make it up for that.
Yeah. Wait.
So don't take it personal if I talk too much. Just tell me to stop.
Oh, funny. Not at all. Hey, when we couldn't talk for a long time, now we finally can talk. We're not going to stop talking. Um, so Lynette is saying here she had a gold weight put in her eyelid so her eye would close.
My left eye doesn't close very well, so that takes a long time to heal
Right?
or to
Yeah,
get better.
sure. Absolutely. Um, well, any other last words you'd like to
What?
say to everybody? Any last words you'd like to say to everybody that's out here watching? And
I was trying to think, like, that's so different having a stroke. People try to help, they don't know how, they don't understand, but so being patient with that too, I guess.
right,
Being patient with other people because they do things differently and they don't understand.
absolutely, very
I mean, they
true.
mean well, but they don't really understand.
Right, right. Salute here is saying whenever anyone sends a friend request, be sure to also send a message at the same time how you met or why you're requesting to be added. Just so people are safe out there. There's a lot of people out there, just scammers out there. So
What?
there's a lot of scammers out there that if someone sends you a friend request, she says maybe whoever to say where you met and why you're added. So if people are giving you or
Yep.
sending you a request,
There's so many scammers. I don't really understand that either.
right? Yeah,
People just prey on other people being nice. That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah, it is absolutely. But well, again, I appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate your story, and you're doing great. I mean, your speech is perfect. It's wonderful. So, well,
Sorry, I can't hear you very well.
oh, that's
Cause my
okay.
ears.
Um, a lot of people are saying thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sure we'll be in touch. And we communicated many times, so I appreciate it, and we'll stay in touch.
Thank you for being patient with me.
Oh, please, we understand in our brain injury community. So have a great day, and
You too. You all
yeah,
too.
absolutely. We'll talk to you later. Take care.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all.